Hey everyone, this is Theresa Nicassio from theresanicassio.com, and I've not done a live video for a while. I just realized I should probably put on this so that you can hear better. So let me get my little earbuds in, and because I'm going to something very special tonight, and it's something that you might want to go to too. Now, hold on, let's get us all hooked up. All right, guys. So. We are off to the theater. We are off. I've never actually been to the Fringe Festival. It's kind of embarrassing living in Vancouver all this time. But this is a very important day for me to go to the Fringe Festival. And for those of you who know Melody Owen, she runs the YVR Authors, and I love her. And she was on my show just in July, actually. And you can still hear her wonderful interview if you want to. So I get to ride because I have my driver. I love having a driver, my husband here. But anyway, so we are going to her one-woman show. It's her first time ever, and she's been working super hard with Danielle Benzon, Crooked Teeth Theater, or Crooked Teeth Productions. I love the name of that. But the show is called The Devil's Daughter. And the basically what's happening is this one-woman show. Melody's going to be sharing her story, but she's going to be like enacting it as a kid, and having grown up in a really, really difficult home. She's going to share her inner world and how she coped, and with a father. Now, they have the subtitle is something like an almost murder story, and it's something about like if you knew the devil, would you want to kill him? And what if it was your father? Anyway, her dad was a very despicable man. He's actually still alive, but he was horrific. He did horrible things. She talked about some of that on the show to her and in her world, and then it became even worse when she found out what she was doing to. He was a school teacher, and what he was doing to the boys that he was supposed to be teaching. Anyway, so I'm off to the opening night, and I'm thrilled to go. And I just wanted to share this with you. If you're anybody who's able to go, if you can't get an opening night, I'm not sure. There was only earlier today, I think there were only 3 tickets left. It was almost sold out, so it might be sold out for tonight. But it's showing for 10 days or 10 nights. I think it's at 8 p.m. probably every night. Again, through the Vancouver Fringe Festival Arts Umbrella. And yes, so I may give you more updates about this later, but until that, and then I will sign off. This is Dr. Theresa Nicassio from theresanicassio.com, and I hope you're having an amazing end of your summer. I can't believe it. Can you believe it's already September? Anyway, we'll see you later, and we'll talk soon. Rotate your phone. You can't turn your phone while... Is it okay now? I'm not sure. Hopefully this is going to be okay. This might be sideways because the way this looks, it might be sideways.
Uh-oh. Well, let's try it.
Shall we try it this way?
It's up to you.
Okay, we'll try. This is Dr. Theresa Nicassio from theresanicassio.com, and I'm here with no one other than Melody Owen.
Hello.
Melody did her first one-woman show. Amazing. She's a natural. So a lot of you know Melody she was on my show, and she runs YVR Authors in Vancouver, and is just an amazing human being. But she's got a story that has had 50 how many years?
You're asking me how old I am.
Yeah, 50-something years in the coming.
51 years in the coming.
51 years in the coming. And so she basically, it's her a story. She shares from the voice of the young, as a child, living through a dysfunctional life. So you want to share a little bit about this show? Again, I just want to say again that it was so amazing. You're going to want to come see the show because today was opening night. And before you talk a little bit more about it, there's how many more nights then?
9 more nights.
9 more nights?
Yes.
And it's
at Arts Umbrella on Granville Island, in the Vancouver Fringe. And I have 9 more nights. Final show is September 15th, so anytime before then, you can grab a ticket and come on down. I'd love to have you. It's in a small theater, 30 seats, nice and intimate. So it's a really nice theater.
So great.
Yeah.
So share with our viewers out here a little bit about what the what you're trying to do, or as you would say, what was your message, or what's my
promise?
Promise? What's your promise? What is it for the viewers
What's the
for
promise?
people who come?
My promise is that you will see that you can come from a place of trauma, pain, abuse, and you can move through it to a better place where you can get to a place where you own your own story, you own your own life, and you're not tied down to what happened to you in the past. Past trauma can really stop adults from living fully. It really can. It's awful.
Absolutely.
And you can work through that. You can do that. You can get support, counseling, friends, reading. There are lots of ways you can work through that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would say, so it really is a message of hope.
Yes. Hope for individuals and hope for humanity.
Absolutely.
If I may say. Yeah.
And as I'm a psychologist, I think it would be an amazing amazing show to see.
Yes.
Be aware though that you could be triggered if you have had, because there's elements of sexual abuse.
Yes.
There's elements about animals,
self-harm
and self-harm,
killing of animals.
So it's not for the faint of heart.
No.
But because of the message of hope and transformation, it really gives you an opportunity to journey in ways that emotionally that I think can actually be very therapeutic, and you
can leave. Yeah. So we have a little, at the beginning we do tell people there's violence and sexual content and self-harm, and if you need to leave, please go ahead and leave. You're welcome to come and go as you need to. I know from experience that sometimes it's really hard to stay somewhere. When you're angry or when you're upset or when you're in pain, it's really hard to hold still and remain in place. And sometimes you have to get out. And so this is a show where you are welcome to come and go as you need. If you can just deal with a little bit of it, if you want to have that level of exposure, then you're welcome to do that. And if you want to sit through the whole thing. And I'm here all through the Fringe Conference, Fringe Festival. And if you want to at any time talk to me, then I'm not a psychologist or counselor, but I am a survivor and I'm a thriver as well. So if you ever want to talk to me, then just reach out and talk to me. That's I welcome that.
Yeah, and I will say it was tastefully done, and I don't think anybody did leave, and
No.
I don't think most people would need to, but if you do need to, to know you could. But but
did you laugh at all?
Oh yeah.
Oh, see, there are some funny.
There's a few.
bits.
I didn't laugh a lot.
No. I don't. I'm not trying to. It's not a comedy. But there are a few places where I try to make light. A little bit of something just to
absolutely.
Because you can't bring people on a journey that's painful and then painful and then painful. You do need to bring them up now and again, just a little bit of light, right?
Grab some air.
Grab some air, yes.
But it was really, really beautifully done. And
thank you.
And again, you. So Melody was on my show, but this show came out of actually a book she has written, and it's going to be released soon.
It's in editing. I've halted the editing process until after the show.
Yeah, good idea.
It's a lot. I'll get back to editing in October, and then we'll get it out as fast as I can.
Yeah. So that'll obviously have another format, and I'm really looking forward to reviewing it, taking a peek at that the book. And I love this woman. I've known Melody now for several years, and we met at YVR Foodies event.
Oh,
that's how we met.
I love food.
That was years ago, and I was there. I guess I went and I was invited to speak, and I brought my book Yum.
That's right.
And Melody wrote a review of my book.
Yes,
and it was
that's
all
right.
You spent a week with Yum.
Loved it. Yes.
Crazy.
It was wonderful.
Anyway,
and I still use that book all the time. You know that, right?
I didn't know. That's
fantastic.
I
absolutely use your book all the time. I love cookbooks and I love your cookbook. It's brilliant.
Yes. So I want to apologize for anybody if you're watching this sideways. These things happen, but hopefully it went straight ways. But I have a feeling it might be sideways because I see something on the other side. But either way, you guys got to watch this woman, follow her, and this was for her first show. Who knows? She may do more. She really is a natural. And Danielle Benzon, who produced it with her
directed.
directed, produced.
Yep, Crooked Tea Theater.
Crooked Tea Theater.
Yeah, awesome.
She's done some other shows with Crooked Tea Theater, but I think this might be her first in Vancouver, isn't it?
No, it's not her first in Vancouver,
okay.
but it is her first solo show.
Okay.
She's never directed a solo show before,
Brilliant.
I think, so that was the first
did
for
a
her.
brilliant job.
Yeah.
And
a non-actor.
Yeah,
I don't know if she's worked with no, she has worked with non-actors.
But she said you were amazing.
Aw.
Which I'm not surprised.
Very kind.
Anyway, well, we're going to sign off now and let Melody get some rest after she's got still 9 more shows,
for
you
Come
to go
see
see.
it.
And again, it's at the Fringe Festival, and it's on Granville Island in Vancouver. If you're in the area, take a look. And it's called The Devil's Daughter.
A story of an almost murder.
An almost murder.
Yes. Thank you so much, Theresa.
You're welcome. Okay, well,
Bye,
we'll sign off.
everyone.
Okay, bye.